I have been playing GTA Online since the actual day it came out, 2013, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it ate a solid 10 years of my life. I genuinely love this game, always have. So GTA 6 Online, to me, that's the next 10 years. And lately I have gone properly deep on it. What I'm expecting, what might actually be coming, what's already leaked, what the whole community keeps begging for, that's this whole video. Because here's the thing, Rockstar has shown us basically nothing, not 1 second of actual online. But we are not flying blind, not even close. Between the theories we've been building for years, the stuff we're all desperate for, and everything they've already shown of the game itself, you can paint a scary, accurate picture of what this is going to be. So let's actually do that. No clickbait, no fake leaks, just where GTA 6 Online is really headed. We're going to hit the wildest community theories, the broken stuff we're all begging Rockstar to finally fix, and what it's actually going to feel like to load in. And stick with me, because a couple of these completely change what online even is, including one quiet move Rockstar made years back that a lot of people slept on. Alright, first up, the one theory everybody's circling: one world. The thing that always broke the spell in GTA Online was the seams. 30 players max, a loading screen just to get anywhere, your session randomly dying and dumping you into a fresh, empty lobby. The dream, the one half of Reddit is already convinced is coming, is a Vice City that just exists. Persistent. No loading, no resets. One world you drop into and stay in that actually grows and changes over time instead of starting over on you. Now, one cold splash of water on that. We actually got a hint at the real player count, and from the weirdest place imaginable. A courtroom. Rockstar got tangled up in a legal fight. Some internal documents slipped out, and buried in them was a number: 32 players. Which is pretty much exactly what we have now. So the 100-player megacity might stay a fantasy for a while. But honestly, 32 people in one persistent, no-loading Vice City still walks all over 30 in a dead instanced lobby. Next up, the big one. The single most wanted thing in this entire community. Real roleplay, built right in. You've seen the clips. Somebody living a whole second life inside GTA, being a cop, a paramedic, some broke guy with a fishing boat and a dream. For 10 years, all of that ran on a fan-made framework called FiveM. Always a little sketchy, always one update away from breaking. Then, back in 2023, Rockstar quietly bought the company behind it. The entire thing. So sit with that for a second. Rockstar now owns the exact tech that made roleplay possible in the first place. So imagine logging into GTA 6 not to grind cash, but to just be somebody. Clock in at a job, own a bar on Ocean Drive, build an actual life in Vice City. Nobody's promised it, nothing's confirmed, pump the brakes, but you do not buy the biggest roleplay platform on Earth to do nothing with it. And it goes deeper than roleplay, because owning FiveM is really about who gets to build the game. Think about what actually kept GTA Online alive for 10 whole years. Half of it wasn't even Rockstar. It was us, the community, building races, death matches, entire game modes with the creator tools. Now imagine those tools cranked all the way up. Official servers, proper mission building, your own little slice of Vice City that other players can drop into and play. That's the exact thing FiveM proved people are starving for, and Rockstar just bought the blueprint. How far they actually let us run with it, no idea yet. But the foundation is sitting right there. And honestly, if Rockstar handed you those tools, I want to know what you'd build first. Your own racetrack, a bank heist, a whole roleplay city? Let me know down in the comments. I'd honestly love to hear what you'd build. Okay, real talk. The wish list. Because we don't just want shiny new toys, we want the old wounds finally healed. Top of everybody's list, the griefers. That one guy on the flying oppressor, raining missiles down on some new player just trying to finish a delivery. We want it balanced, or straight up gone. We want lobbies where you can actually breathe. We want the loading screens dead, the cheaters handled for real instead of this endless whack-a-mole. Give us a world where the fun isn't paywalled to death. Honestly, for half of us, fixing that stuff matters way more than any shiny new feature on the box. But if we're talking broken, we have to talk about the money. The GTA Online economy, right now, is completely upside down. Somewhere, over the years, it just lost the plot. Cars started creeping past 1 million, then 2 million. Some of the top ones will run you $6–7 million for a car. And here's the part that actually breaks my brain. A lot of those cars cost more than a house. You can own a supercar that's worth more than the apartment you park it under. Only the brand new mansions they drip feed you cost any real money, and everything else is just priced wherever, no logic to it. So you end up with a beat-up sedan and a $7 million hypercar swimming in the same insane pricing soup, and none of it lines up with anything. Now, GTA 6 is a completely fresh economy, blank slate, and that is a massive chance to just fix it. Make a car feel like a car and a house feel like a home. Make the money mean something again, where you actually feel the climb from your first rusty beater to your first real place to that first stupid, unnecessary supercar. That progression, done right, is the entire game. I really hope they don't inflate this one into orbit too. But, shark cards are coming, so we'll see. So that's the money problem. Here's the part we're actually pretty sure about, because we've already seen the bones of it in the trailers. Every new thing they showed off for the story quietly rewrites what online could be. Start with how you actually get paid. In old GTA Online, your cash was just a number in a menu. Boring. Safe. Now picture this instead. You and your crew walk into a store in Vice City, masks down. You pull the gun, the clerk's hands go up, and you're stuffing actual cash off the counter into a bag. That's straight out of the leaks. And here's the part that gets me. That money is on you now. Physically. Somewhere across the lobby, there's a guy who watched you do it, sitting in his car, just waiting for you to step outside. That little knot in your stomach? That's completely new. And what you're pulling off is the heists, obviously. The heist was the single best thing GTA Online ever did, the thing that made you throw on a headset and actually plan something out. Now look at what the leaks showed. Walking into a place, scoping it out, dynamic robberies instead of the same scripted cutscene every single time, casing a bank for real, picking your way in, the whole thing going sideways and you improvising on the fly. If they nail that, honestly, that alone is worth the next 5 years. Real quick, and I actually mean this one, I pour a dumb amount of hours into digging through all of this, so if it's getting you even half as hype as it's getting me, a sub genuinely means a lot. It's the one thing that tells me to keep making these. Okay, back to it. Because here's the thing about pulling a job in GTA 6. This whole game is built around two people, Jason and Lucia. Ride or die, one story, one partnership. Rockstar built an entire game around a duo, so co-op can't be an afterthought this time. It kind of has to be the point. And that means fixing something GTA Online never got right. Right now, bringing a friend along is basically a punishment. You do the same heist, same risk, for a smaller slice each, because the payout just gets sliced up between more people. So the smart move, the meta, is to solo everything you possibly can. Which is insane. Rockstar builds this incredible co-op sandbox, and the math quietly tells you to play it alone. So flip it. Reward me for running with my boys. Better cuts for a full crew. Jobs you literally cannot finish solo. Roles that actually matter. One of you drives, one grabs the bag, and somebody's always there to drag you out when it goes sideways. Proper Bonnie and Clyde, except it's you and your best mate at 2 in the morning. Make playing together the obvious way to play, because right now, it quietly isn't. That's the version of this I want. All right, new angle. The map itself plays completely different. Leonida is the Keys, the swamps, open ocean for miles. In GTA Online, water was the rare treat, that one Kill Perico heist you flew out to. Here, it's half the world. Loading up a boat, running product down through the Keys at sunset, diving for something a stranger stashed on the seabed. The water isn't a DLC drop this time. It's where you live. And it's not all city and crime either. Leonida is a whole state. Gators sitting out in the Grass River's swamp, deer up in the hills around Mount Calaga, the Keys trailing off into open water. Rockstar's already shown all of it. So picture an online world where you and your crew just go off-grid for a night, hunting out in the backcountry, tearing through the Everglades on dirt bikes for no reason at all. GTA Online was Los Santos, and honestly, not much else. This is an entire state to disappear into. And since half this map is water now, we have to talk about yachts. Because GTA Online already has one, and it's kind of a joke. You drop a fortune on the Galaxy Super Yacht, and it's basically a slightly fancy spawn point. You can't drive it properly, you can't really run anything from it, millions of dollars for a floating photo op. Now put that same idea in a world that's actually built on the water. suddenly it earns its price. It's a base. Different sizes, different tiers, from a scrappy little fishing boat you genuinely work off of, all the way up to a proper moving headquarters parked out in the Keys. Store your boats off the back. Run smuggling out of it. Plan a heist from the deck while it's cruising the coast. The trailers are already full of boats and marinas and open water, so the setup is right there. Give the yacht a real job this time, and it goes from the dumbest purchase in the game to maybe the coolest. That one's mostly me dreaming, but come on. The water deserves it. Now, one thing I need GTA 6 to get right, and the leaks actually make me think it might. The cops. In GTA Online, the police are a joke you stopped noticing years ago. Break line of sight, duck behind a building for 2 seconds, and you're clean. There's no fear in it. There's no chase. It's just a chore between you and the next thing. The leaks paint a very different picture. Smarter police AI, cops that actually coordinate instead of driving into walls, a wanted system that doesn't just forget you the second you round a corner. Dispatch that takes a beat, calls it in, then comes for you properly. People have talked about witnesses, cameras, cops setting up and boxing you in instead of teleporting behind your bumper. Now, big flag. Most of that is leak territory, so hold it loosely and wait for Rockstar. But imagine it online. You pull a job, and getting away is actually the hard part. A real chase, a real heartbeat, ditching the car and going quiet while the heat slowly cools off. That's the piece GTA Online was always missing. Crime doesn't mean much if the escape is free. And it's not just the cops reacting to you. The whole world is. The game's set right now, today, so people are filming you, posting you, reacting in real time. Retailer listings even point to a full in-game social media app. Your own feed, your own followers. Picture that as your reputation. Pull off something ridiculous in the middle of the street, it blows up online. Your clout climbs, and the lobby treats you differently for it. Quick flag, that social app is still leak territory, not confirmed, so hold it loosely. But it fits this world way too well. And then there's the part I'm honestly most sure about. Making it all yours. Because this is where every leak and every trailer has been quietly pointing. You can finally walk inside now. The clubs, the tattoo shops, real rooms instead of a loading screen menu. And it goes way past your character. Word is, you'll actually customize where you live. Decorate the apartment, kit out the house, make your place in Vice City feel like your place, not a copy-pasted box every other player also owns. Your face, your ink, your fits, your car down to the interior. There's talk of over 200 vehicles, customizable to a level GTA Online never touched. Some of that is still leaks and wishlist, so grain of salt, but this is the one I'd bet money on. Rockstar has been building toward deeper customization for years, and everything they've shown screams it. And that texture, all the little everyday stuff, is what turns a lobby into a place you actually live in. That's the difference between an avatar and a character that's really yours. All right, a few quick ones the community keeps asking. Your stuff carrying over from GTA Online? The cars, the cash, the 10 years? Probably not. The games are just built too different, and a brand new economy is way too valuable for Rockstar to hand everyone a head start on. Best case, a little veteran reward for putting in the time. Painful, I know, but all of us starting back at zero again, together, honestly might be the most fun version of this anyway. Crossplay. You and your friends finally in one lobby no matter the console. Reportedly, yes, and about time. And shark cards. Yeah, they're coming back. That's how a decade of free updates gets paid for. We just want them to stop deciding who wins. And the timing, it's not coming at launch. GTA 6 drops November 19th as a single-player game, and online shows up after, exactly like GTA 5 did back in 2013. Could be a few weeks, probably more like next year. Anyone giving you a hard date is guessing. None of this is locked. Rockstar will show us when they show us. But between the theories, the leaks, and 10 years of us telling them exactly what we want, GTA 6 Online is shaping up to be the biggest thing gaming seen in a decade. So when that server finally goes live, and you load into Vice City for the very first time, what's the first thing you're doing? Drop it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it and talk these through with you guys.